In all the reviews and all the tech stuff and lately video game stuff that I've done, there's one thing I have not done. Last Christmas, I got an LG Voyager, and I demonstrated how somebody with low vision, such as myself, can access it through an audio interface. I did not, however, perform a formal review, and I would like to do that today. This is the LG Voyager. For those of you who are not familiar with it, there is also a version in Titanium with an updated interface. I do not have the updated interface yet. I do plan to get it at some point, but I will tell you that I've seen the Titanium in person. No way. I honestly think the black looks a lot better. Unfortunately, when they introduced the Titanium, they took the black Voyager off the market. That stinks. So, we have a number of things here. We have a touch screen, and I can tap to unlock, which I am going to do right now. And along the bottom here, we have messaging, phone, main menu, and contacts. Now, contacts I am not going into, but I will go into the menu choices. We've got a lot of stuff here. We have your Get It Now, messaging, contacts and recent calls, your settings and tools, your let's see, what is that? Music, your World Wide Web, and your Verizon Navigator service. Verizon Navigator service I am not a part of, and I do not intend on becoming a part of that service. This is a pretty standard Verizon layout, so for those of you on Verizon, I'll spare you the details. So let's get out of here. Oops, there we go. Let's go ahead and tap the center of the screen though, because that's the beauty of this phone. There's a much more expansive menu. You have voice commands, Bluetooth, messaging. Sorry, I keep covering my hand. I have to. The screen cuts off very quickly. You have your calculator, alarm clock, calendar, your camera, pictures, music, navigator, web, and mobile television service. Some of you may be wondering, what the heck do I mean by mobile TV? Well, I'll show you. Right here, next to the slot where you plug in the battery slot, which we'll go ahead and take a look at a tour around the phone shortly, you have an antenna. Now, personally, I don't intend on using the service. It's $15 a month, and I don't know about reception. While we're on this edge, why don't we go ahead and do that? Why don't we take a tour around the unit physically? So, we have our charging port here. We have our TV antenna here. No, at least I'm pointing in the right direction. Along this side, you don't have much. 2.5mm headset jack is here. And your micro SD slot is here. And the micro SD slot can hold up to 4 gigs, but I have a 2 gig card. There we go. Have a 2 gig micro SD card in here. And for those of you who are not familiar with them, take a look at the size of this thing. This little piece of plastic has 2 gigs of information on it. And you can hot swap information between the phone and your computer. And again, like I said, it just fits right in here. There we go. Now you can see it better. And you just pop it in there, and it just sits in there all nice and comfortable. This is your music interface, which I didn't want to get to, but I figured I'd just show you the fact that it is there, and it's a touch interface specific to the Voyager. Get out of there, yes. well, while it's waiting to catch up, I think it may have froze a little bit, but while it's waiting to catch up, so we've done the left side. Along the top, there really isn't all that much. On the right, you have a camera switch, lock and unlock for the touchscreen, and your volume controls. And there is one more thing that is really cool about this phone. For those of you who would like to text, a full QWERTY keyboard. This keyboard is actually very nice. I'm actually pretty speedy on this. Oh, there it goes. I'm actually pretty speedy on this myself. You have your soft keys here. And there is one more thing you have. The space bar also doubles as a voice command and as a read aloud key within certain situations. You also have, you can also get to your menus. This is basically your standard menu layout. Nothing special here. For those of you who are familiar with Verizon, it's pretty much the same stuff here. Oops, I didn't want to add a new contact. Okay. And the battery's about to go on this, so I can't really keep it too much longer, but stereo speakers, which make it really nice for listening to music. You can download ringtones. I've got a few on here myself. I've got Mario Brothers, Enya's Only Time, 16 Tons, which I'm not sure if any of you know that song. But, you know, like I said, full QWERTY keyboard, stereo speakers, 2.5-inch widescreen display. It may not be the best for viewing media, but it's certainly capable. And on the back, 2-megapixel camera. This 2-megapixel camera is actually very good at taking pictures. This particular picture here on the front, I took myself this past summer, and I think it came out rather well. The only thing I do not like about this phone's camera is the fact that it has a 5-second delay. So I don't know why it does that. I wish it didn't. But yeah, the talk time is about 2.5 hours. The standby is about 3 days, which is quite a bit shorter than what it said. Talk time was supposed to be 4 hours and 10 days. No way. So here's a tip. Don't believe the website. Anyway, that is the Verizon Voyager, the original Voyager. Comments are welcome. Thank you for watching and have a nice evening.